Welcome to the afternoon delight of the XFL. Arlington, I did it again. Welcome to the afternoon delight. Arlington's got to turn us down on his end. Welcome to the joys of being live. Welcome to the X-Fan Show. You can find us on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, all of that good stuff. Arlington, are you going to turn us down? You can find us on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, all of that. Are you going to turn us down?
I just did.
I can still hear us.
I just turned it down.
I can still hear us in the background. Very little.
There we go.
There we go. How are you?
There we go.
So so interesting as we get ready to get on air. You got that tweet I want you to put out there?
Yeah, I'll put that out there.
Put it out there. Reed just found something interesting, I thought. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the lunch special. Thank you guys for having a good time here today.
I'm telling everybody hello, everyone, if you can read that message up there.
Are you trying to be a Woody Page?
Yes.
So, you know what you should do is put it behind you instead of above you and write it in a brighter color.
I'll have to do that next time. I'll think about that next time.
Is that what you're going to do? Is that what you're
I'll have brighter colors next go around.
Next time go around.
Yeah. Thursday will be the next time that I'll pop on and I'll have something better.
Yeah, he says it's blurry. Yeah, I can tell. I laid in bed all weekend, so yeah. But Reed had posted something on Twitter, which I thought was quite interesting. Did you find it yet, Arlington? Did you get it yet?
Let me pull that up while I'm at it.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
It is.
For sure. My guy over at the Markcast. What's up, Reed?
Right.
Baby, what's up, man?
And again, listen, guys, listen. You guys can all look. There's a bunch of other people out there, right, that are always talking something. I mean, listen, I'm about ready to make a very big speculation, and it's already
go again. Starting already. Starting early.
Already starting to get some traction.
Starting early already.
Not redaction, Arlington. It's getting traction, not redaction. Which there are people out there that owe people. But it's getting reaction. Vegas. My speculation is Vegas will be playing in the new Las Vegas ballpark.
Well, you didn't waste no time, did you not?
I did not, did I?
You didn't waste any freaking time.
I did not. Oh, look who finally joined us. The Yellow Belly himself fan, Jason Leroy from the San Antonio Yellow Bellies.
I think I might like him more than I like you.
Well, listen. Why? Is it because he's a Texan?
That's pretty much what it's going to lead towards.
Oh, gotcha.
That's pretty much what it's leading towards.
How's those dreaming with the X's treating you there, Jason?
You starting already. Look at you. Already throwing the shade today. Look at you.
No, I'm saying, listen, if you're in San Antonio, your dreams were busted. Because of the team name.
Hey, really? I hate to even think that's going to be the case, but man.
Your teams were, and he goes, I got your Yellow Belly right here. Hey, listen, our name is actually kind of cool. The Battlehawks, that is our name. And we're not the Brahmos.
Hey,
after
I do want to send thoughts and love to our guy Jared Hansen.
Oh, look at this!
I got to send love to Jared Hansen, man. They dealt with the hurricane and Hurricane Ian, excuse me, and also my guy Mike over at Player 54. They're okay. They're good.
Are. Yes.
Things did get damaged, but all in all, they're alive, and I think that's the main thing to keep in retrospect. So definitely want to send thoughts to them too. And so yeah, man, Hurricane Ian took out some things, man.
Happy birthday.
Oh, okay. We giving birthday shout outs too.
I'll give it out.
Oh,
Jared
got
took
some
his
power.
power back yesterday, so that's good. No, so if you really
Okay.
look at it, did you pull the tweet up for Reed from Reed yet?
I'm gonna pull it up.
All right, so here's why I'm saying speculation.
I'll put the link out.
That's why I'm saying Vegas. They're going to play. Vegas is going to play in that new ballpark they have there, where the Aviators play. It sits about 10,000 people, right? All right, so here I'm going to click on it then. Oh, I can't because you put it in there.
No, you can't click it.
Well, here I'll just go to my phone then and do it. But yeah, go to that link. Go to that link and really click on it. Now, this is from Reed. He says, I still think we're a few weeks out from XFL. Now, this is what Reed says. Team names, announces, but expect something before the 27th. So then he gives, talks about Jerry, Danny, and all them. But then if you go under, it's Dan.
Dan Primack.
Yeah. Of the, what is that thing? And then
it looks like the Axios.
Right. They're having their big summit on the 26th of January. And you click on the invite, you'll see Mrs. Danny Garcia has been invited to that. So here's what it's telling me. We've been talking about, you got Jerry Gardina, marketing partner and chief investing officer of Redbird Capitals and Partners. You got Mark Cuban supposed to be speaking to it. Danny Garcia supposed to be speaking to it. But here's what I've noticed. Are you ready for this? So I look at Danny Garcia's name. It says founder and CEO of the Garcia Companies and the TGC Management.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. No XFL talk.
Mm-hmm.
No XFL in her name.
I look at it like this. It's not about sports per se. If it was about sports, then guaranteed, then that would be mentioned. But I think it's on a different scale.
Could be.
The 51s is what he's talking about, Area 51s with Jared's comment. But I'm thinking at this rate in the game that we're looking at more of a business type, and not a sports type. Now, if it gets mentioned, then it gets mentioned. But I wouldn't hold your breath thinking that that's what is going to be talked about at this event. Now, I think the name James Pitaro, with ESPN is something interesting, but I wouldn't look too much into that. I wouldn't look too much into that today.
You're right. You never know. I'm just saying, I find it interesting that that's newsworthy when other things that have been talked about. Now, listen, this is throwing no shade to Reed or anybody like that. That that is newsworthy.
Oh, because you tend to do it.
But yet but the team slogans weren't newsworthy enough. But this is newsworthy enough, and I get it. It's certain things are more newsworthy than other things for other people. I get it. That's why it's called reporting. You report how you want to report, or you talk about what you want to talk about. That's the joys of having your own stuff, having your own websites, having your own shows. I mean, I watched the Mark Cast the other day with him and Mike Mitchell on Friday. Very good show. Mike and Reed had a lot of interesting things to say about the XFL, some comparisons to 2020. Surprised that if somebody is involved with the XFL, that he might not have gotten some phone calls because of some of the stuff that he said. But here's what I'm going to tell you. Yeah, I mean, look, Jared said it right here. Jared said it the best right here.
They're good at it. That's for sure. Masters. I mean, come on, man.
Here's what I'm going to say. Hey, Dwayne, it's cool that you're boys with Aaron Donald. It's cool that you got your place in Vegas or LA. It's cool that you got to touch the Super Bowl trophy. But to sit there and say that the Los Angeles Rams are your favorite team when you own a league of 8 teams that should be your favorite teams, you're starting to lose your fan base, man. In my opinion. Hold on now. Hear me out. In my opinion. I mean, you see the tweets all the time, right? You see the messages and everything that they post up. You have some diehard WWE Rock fans, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have some diehard XFL fans on there, right?
Blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm.
You see it. The XFL fans are kind of getting tired of his BS. And Redbird's Capital and Danny's BS, which, can you blame them? Can you really blame them?
Okay. I'm going to say this once and once again so you can understand it.
Now, make sure you...
To be in all honesty, they don't care. They really don't. As much as you think that they do, or they'll listen to you. But to say that people are losing patience, they don't care. Because they are going to do it the way they want to get it done. And they're going to get it done. Whether it takes plenty of time, then you got people making memes out, talking about waiting for these logos and names to come out and stuff. They're going to do it whenever they feel like it. And granted, so there should be some separation. Yeah, and you know, there have been.
Look, here's what
has been though.
Look, here's what I'm saying.
I don't see how this is going to be an issue, man. Like, only because people are getting impatient. And listen, again, if we're going to go back to it, do you think that they kind of rushed things back in 2020? Because remember, come on, Dirty, remember back in 2019 when the announcement was made, we sat back like, okay, the XFL is coming back. I don't know if I was ready for it to hear that type of stuff, or okay, hey, we getting more football. You know, the XFL was something in 20, and when Vince made that announcement with Alpha Entertainment, the previous ownership of the league, it was like a big surprise. Like, what the hell? Like, where's this coming from? Why now all of a sudden you want to bring the XFL back? Right?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't no like, oh my God, this is great. This is amazing. No, everybody sat back like, what the hell?
Look, here's what I'm saying. I think they're starting to lose the die-hard fan base. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous that every single... I mean, look, I get it that you're doing your movie, The Black Adam. I get that you're on tour. Right? I get it. I get that you throw. I mean, look, we've seen this. It's been a pattern. It's been a pattern from these guys. You had Rod Woodson go on there and say, "Oh, next week team names and logos are coming out." What happened? Now you got everybody in a frenzy. You got everybody in this short world of.
But that happened previously. This is not old.
You're right. Then you had The Rock go on the Manicast and say, "Oh, in a couple months we're gonna have some announcements." You got everybody in.
But wait. Did we not say on this show that there could be potential delays going on?
Oh, I like this right here. What Zach said: the Afternoon X fan show delight.
But don't you think without if these things would have come out already if it wasn't for the delays?
Maybe not. Maybe not.
That just it happens, man. Like when ESPN is ready to announce and the XFL is ready, we'll know.
So you're saying it's going to be done on ESPN?
Absolutely.
You're saying they're going to do like I said that. So now you're buying into my conspiracy in my speculation that they're going to do like a decision type.
It won't be a decision type. It won't even be a special. This will be a Sports Center segment that they'll give time to. I'm sorry. I don't want to give. If you're gonna give 30 minutes to this, then you put it on ESPN2 or ESPN Plus.
Okay.
And but you know that they want a live spectacle of it. So why put it on a secondary channel when you can put it on the flagship? The
See,
reason is you can't put it on the flagship unless you got some time devoted to it.
right here, what Jason says. Announcements should have been made immediately if they're trying to establish their core base.
I don't have anything wrong with that, but at the same time,
And he also says
they want to make sure everything is right. They want to make sure that everything is moving fluid. They don't want any loose ends in whatever they decide to put out.
Well, listen, I get it. I see the comparisons that people make between 2020 and this one. That 2020 was done so perfectly well, but really wasn't, because I remember when the team names were announced, we kind of sat there and was like dumbfounded by the St. Louis team name.
Of course, man. Come on, man. That was.
We're like, really? This is what they decided.
Until you learned about what the name meant.
Right, like here it says they've rushed some things, but they're at least giving us again, and this is exactly why I keep saying this is like the XFL is being ran by a movie company. That's why I keep saying they tickle us a little bit, and then they give us a swirl, just enough of a swirl, and take it away.
And like Sandy said, you're gonna get that movie trailer type. I really think that that's what you're going to get, because this is not Oliver Luck and Vince McMahon running this league. This is The Rock. This is Danny.
Right.
Danny thinks big. Don't get me wrong. Vince does too.
Did you see what Zach said?
But Vince is not on that same wavelength. Names have already been announced a long, long time ago. Zach is something else, man. But
this.
And my thing is, see, Sandy, put Sandy's comment up there. Because they've had enough time there tight-lipped, but in the market where I understand due to the holidays. Thank you. Things may have been already wrapped up. And they're going to make one big blowout. So look, you just got to be patient with it, man.
All I'm saying.
I think this is the month they do it, too.
Is the diehard fan base is tired of the BS that is being done. And I get it. I get why you would compare 2020 so much better than the marketing ploys of XFL 3.0. I get it. But at the same time, it does get a little irritating and frustrating that this is what's happening week after week after week after week after week.
Hey, you got to tighten up your loose ends, man. You got to tighten them up.
That is true.
You got to tighten them up. And so, you know, some things may have been falling through the cracks, or they may have everything done and just waiting for the perfect time to do it. Right now, like you said, The Rock is touring about Black Adam. Because that is coming out in, 3 weeks?
Oh my God, all of a sudden I just got tired.
In 3 weeks, that movie is coming out. With the 21st, right? Am I not right?
Give me 2 seconds. Thursday at midnight.
Thursday at midnight, right? Okay.
So yeah, the 21st.
That's about 2-3 weeks, right? So
right.
We're looking at it. It's coming up, and when that is done, let the XFL stuff commence.
Well, and if you look by the Rock's schedule, once the Black Adam stuff has been released, looks like he doesn't have a whole lot on his schedule. Now, I mean,
just make the occasional appearances on the late night talk shows and all that type stuff.
Yes.
Good Morning America, the Jimmy Fallon's, the Jimmy Kimmel or whatever. You know, I think I'm trying to think. He'll go on Fallon before he go on Kimmel. Because I'm trying to think how they got set up. No, but now he probably go on Kimmel now because he's who he's partnered with.
Well, yeah, him and Kimmel are butt buddies.
Yeah, and that's the thing, Jason. That's the thing. I think he will. It's a timing right now, and right now he can't get on SportsCenter right at this moment and just make an announcement.
Here's what I'm saying, though. Okay, here's what I'm saying. Quit saying that your favorite team, okay, is the Los Angeles Rams when you own a league of
Who freaking cares?
That's all I'm saying.
Who cares?
That's all I'm saying.
Sir, who freaking cares?
Me. If I'm
who cares? This got everything to do with you not liking The Rock. And so now you found another excuse to use on why you don't like The Rock. Because now he's talking about the Rams. Who gives a damn about the Rams, man? They lost last night. Thank you, Bobby Wagner, for knocking out that protest to go along with it, too.
See, right here. See,
I knew there was a problem having two Jasons in my midst.
Now, hold on. I do want to show you something I found very, very interesting, right? So, let me get this up. Let me do this first, okay?
You gotta be kidding me, man. Like,
What?
It's insanity with you, man. Like,
I just speak the truth. You know it.
Bullcrap.
I just speak the truth. You know it.
Oh, so you talking about me, Jason? That's all right. Enjoy the San Antonio Brahmas. Enjoy them.
Ooh, snap.
And make sure that you go out and get your Brahma Bulls shirt.
Ooh. Nice,
good and yellow. I can't wait to see you in those colors.
Ooh.
Embrace them. Because if you smell... Yeah, I'm going to hear that a bunch in San Antonio.
Right here.
What are you doing? Oh, is that the San Antonio Brahmas that you're doing?
There's their logo.
Down, man. Take that crap down. Gives a Raz Taz about that, man.
There's their logo. Oof. Yeah, see, look, Jason says he's just sitting here trying to support you, man. See, he's sitting here trying to say he supports you. And then you sitting there just going off.
Y'all Jasons are going after me. I know it. I already know it, man. Y'all going after me. I love y'all for it. That's why I like having fun with y'all.
Karen says the Brahmas sound like Bahamas. I love.
Hey, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. When they said that the potential name was the San Antonio Brahmas, man, I was like, "Are you serious, dude?" Like, so in your logic, Dirty, that should be the Rock's favorite team, right?
No, the Rock's favorite team should be the XFL, not the LA Rams.
I'm telling you, if he had a favorite, it would be in San Antonio. This proposed San Antonio Brahmas.
You know what? It very well could be. Very well could be. Very well, and he might be standing at the yard line, going, "Do you smell what the Brahma Bulls kicking?" Now Andrew brings up a good thing right here.
Go ahead, pull it up.
I am. This would have.
Oh, this would have been the right time to do the team presidents of East City to keep the hype up and do happy hours media interviews just before they lay the big news down on us.
Now, I'm going to give you another speculation. Are you ready? I'm going to give you another speculation. I'm speculating they are going to have team presidents for all 8 cities. Again, and I'm speculating that a one certain individual that everybody loves so much might be working with the XFL themselves. Not just one city in particular, but the entire XFL.
You talking about the one name that St. Louis loves?
Maybe. Dirty is going to be your team.
Now, there may be some insight. There may be that a certain individual is trying to give some help to the XFL. And no, it ain't Oliver Luck.
Right, yeah, no, it's not Oliver Luck.
Not Oliver Luck. When I say Oliver Luck is completely done with the XFL, completely done with it.
Dirty for the Battlehawk Chickens president. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Oh, shoot. Hey, listen.
Oh, see, somebody said it here. I mean, look, would I love to see Kurt Hensinger back?
Man, I think a lot of St. Louisans would love to see him back in some capacity.
I don't think St. Louisans. I think the league in general would love.
Because here's the thing, though. Okay,
back.
I know we talk about St. Louis a lot, but St. Louis really did jump off the XFL like it should have. Granted, understood, St. Louis did not have an NFL squad, right? They didn't have that. So they were going to have to depend on a football team to for them to cheer for, right? And so they were going to be behind it, right? Case in point, when that night that we went to, what place was that? The Hop Shop in St. Louis. And we saw people with Battlehawk jerseys on. Like they were already embracing it. They had not seen not one player on this squad. And if they had, it was just Jordan Teamu. Right? And so.
No, I don't even think we'd seen Jordan by then.
You sure?
We had seen Jordan. Because if you think about it, listen, they didn't announce the team names till almost 100 days before the draft. And the draft was in October of 2019? And team names were like in the end of August or whatever?
Yeah.
Middle of August. So it was 100 days before draft time. And we're at what, like 130 right now, roughly for kickoff, right? So if you go by Reed's math, by the tweet that he said, where Danny's going to be in New York on the 26th, that's right at 100 days before the draft. But our thing is we just didn't have a team, so when we got team logos and team names, we just embraced it, right?
Right.
Thinking like San Antonio, that's what's going to happen. I mean, I remember Arlington, you saw it. A lot of people here in St. Louis thought the name Battlehawk was dumb, right? Just like they are in San Antonio. But I think what helped the name grow in St. Louis was Kurt Hensinger.
And his team. I mean, literally, like that and Seattle. We got to speak about Seattle, too, because Seattle, for them to have an NFL team and at the time they still were actually good, the Seahawks, for them to get them to buy into the Dragons. But that's because Seattle is and no disrespect to St. Louis, it's a true sports city. When I say they get behind everything, they get behind everything. Sounders, Kraken, the Seahawks, the Mariners, especially now with the Mariners making the postseason. And they did with the Dragons.
No, Sandy, it would be 100 days. That's what I'm saying. You're talking 100 days before the kickoff and all that stuff. Now, look, right here. See, just like we said, a strong team leader rep would help sell a bad team name. Someone here to toe the company line and get fans aboard. And I agree with you. And
I'm sorry, man. Even when I was in St. Louis, I didn't buy it from Kurt. I had to watch online to buy into it.
Right, yeah. But Kurt didn't. Kurt helped it, you know. Hey,
he did help it.
Yeah,
that's not a lie.
Right. This is the X-Fan Show afternoon special with myself and the A-Train. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch, and YouTube. All of them. Go look them up. The X-Fan Show on all those pages. We're talking speculations. We were supposed to be talking about Vegas getting a whole new team, but then you guys came on and kind of just started dictating the way we were going to make the conversation go, which is fine with us. That's what this show is all about here in the afternoon. So back to what I'm going to say, and then we'll move on to something different.
I heard they did settle that. Did they not?
Yeah, I think it was dismissed. That's why I put it up there. I could see, after talking to Andrew, though, and saying how those guys all kind of made their thing where they weren't going to come back or whatever, Money talks.
And
I think
BS walks, man.
And if you look at the stuff that Kurt Hunzinger has done in minor league baseball, oh God,
That's good that he was able to get his job back.
Yeah,
I'm glad that they were able to let him back in.
If you look at what that dude has done in minor league baseball, man,
at least from a marketing standpoint,
right? So you imagine. You bring him back in and you put him in charge of all the 8 teams and show him exactly how to do it. Because Kurt will get in there and get into the trenches with the people. Like he was with us and all that stuff to help push the brand names out there. He'll do it.
They had to work hand in hand. But see, and that was the thing. Kurt had to work twice as harder than the other team presidents. Because there was no NFL team here. No NFL team in St. Louis.
I don't think he did. I don't think that. I just think it just became so overwhelming because St. Louis wanted a team. Like I think in San Antonio where the Yellow Bellies are going to play, I think whoever their team president is going to be in the kind of the same.
I nominate Jason Leroy. Let him be the team president at this game.
Right. I think they would have to have they'd have a lot to do over there, with the Yellow Bellies. And I mean, that's going to be really hard for people to buy into that name. The Antonio Yellow Bellies. I mean, it's really going to be hard for them to buy into that. I mean, it really sucks. But I think they could do it. I really do. I really, really do think they could. That's just my opinion. I don't know.
I mean, at this point right now, I think the major thing with this...
As of right now, I am a fan of the San Antonio Yellow Bellies.
I think just the main thing that everybody really wants to be fond of is the game itself. As long as the game is still... And I don't mind saying it again. As long as the game is great, I don't think people will care too much about what the team name is.
I agree with you. I don't think so either. But what we need to do is get Dean on to see what changes are going to be made.
Work on it.
That's what we need to do is get him on here and see what teams are going to be made. But let's go to it. The big speculation that we had was Vegas playing in Las Vegas, right?
Yeah, you know what? I went back and found some information about that.
Okay, what did you find?
We talked about this last night, or we talked about this a couple nights ago. We talked about it. And the one venue that I was looking forward to them being in is the venue that's not going to ever happen again. And that was Sam Boyd Stadium.
Correct.
Sam Boyd Stadium is closed, and UNLV doesn't use it. And I think at some point they're going to demolish, or they're going to. They said they're going to try and sell it. They're going to sell the property first. Mm-hmm. If it doesn't work out, because they will sell it and then redo the whole development, and then if that don't work out, they'll demolish the stadium. I was like, dang, I wanted, because that would have been perfect. It was the right amount of people. You get about 40,000, but apparently Allegiant has taken over that, and the Raiders don't want anything to do with the XFL.
Correct.
So, and then the other field that I was arguing with you about was Cashman. Cashman Field. They can't use Cashman Field either, thanks to the Las Vegas Lights.
Yep.
Vegas Lights have that almost the entire year, almost around the same amount of time that baseball is in season.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't use that.
Correct.
So the only other place that they could play, it would be Aviators Ballpark. The Vegas Ballpark.
Right.
The Las Vegas Aviators.
Mm-hmm.
And which it sucks to me, but it also could benefit because you can do, and thanks to I got Van, he kind of gave me an interesting way of looking at it. That you could do the same thing like they did with Choctaw Stadium. You can add some stands like they did in Choctaw. And you can add probably 3,000-4,000 more people to it.
Right.
And so, and you have to look at it, it's going to be what, February to April. So 15,000 fans in Vegas don't sound, it sounds like it's nothing. Like, why would you do that? But it's actually going to be beneficial.
But here's the question, though. Okay. Why would you do it that way? Why would you do it as 15 when the capacity is just over 10,000, right?
Right.
So why would you do it?
Well, you do it. You have no choice but to do it at this point.
No. I would say I would leave it the way it is. Just leave it in the 10,000 seating stadium, right?
Okay.
In the capacity that it's in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I pulled the stadium up, right? Now, I mean, look, you're talking, they're only 3 miles from Red Rock Canyon. You know, the major, oh, hell, what is that thing called? The major rock concert venue down there, right?
Okay.
And look, I agree with you right here, Billy. If the XFL doesn't make it this time, I think football is done in St. Louis. I 100% agree.
Yeah.
100% agree. Me, I would. So I pulled the field up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the way that the field is set up now, we've seen that they did football in Busch Stadium, right?
Yeah.
Before, and it worked, right?
Yeah, but you got to understand that was known as a multi-purpose stadium.
Yes, but most baseball parks are known as multi.
Well, back in the day, yeah, of course.
Park stadiums, right?
Cincinnati had it. Mm-hmm. Cleveland had it. Of course, St. Louis had it. Houston had it.
Now here's what I'm going to read to you. You ready?
Okay.
So, their left field wall.
Okay.
340 feet. 340 feet. Now, what do we know about an end zone?
What you mean?
How long is a football field?
120 yards.
Is how many feet?
You got that answer?
300 feet.
Okay. So it could work, is what you're telling me.
Now, center field, dead away center, 415.
Okay. So you telling me it could work, is what you're saying?
Exactamundo, it could work. Exactly.
You know what? I had to go through everything and see it for myself. Then yeah, I understood why you do that. But I thought it would be best to add some stands over there.
Well, now, okay, so let me do this. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of an overhead view of the stadium.
Andrew, Oakland is cooked. Like, cooked. They're done.
All right, here you go. All right, here it is, right here.
You pulling it up now?
Yeah, I'm pulling a picture.
All right, let me get myself geared so I can see it this time. Now, usually I can't see it.
Hold on.
But hey, like, are you pulling up the Aviator Ballpark or are you pulling up Cashman?
Yeah, I'm pulling up the Aviator Ballpark.
I wish they could use Cashman, man, but I think they play what? Don't they play on the weekend?
Yeah, something like that.
And they would tear up the field, and you know.
And you think about it, minor league baseball doesn't start till almost April.
Well, they start around the same time as
April.
It's just the regular, the Major League Baseball season.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, they need a place to play, man. Like, I'd be shocked if they do say Choctaw will be place where the Vegas team wind up playing.
It's not. I have a feeling it's going to be here. Now let's look at this. Ready?
All right, pull it up.
I am right now. So here you go. There's the stadium.
Oh, okay.
So now look. So let me see if I can do this. Perfect. So you see that right there?
The left field area?
A little blurry, but you can see it says 340, right?
In left field, right? Mm-hmm.
Left field, right? So look.
You can't see right field, though.
Don't matter. Now look. Here's where you put your here's where you put your first diamond, right? And this would be your line for one side of your football field right here.
Okay.
Okay. And now you measure this way over, right? Which would probably go right around, well, the picture's kind of, but it would go about right out to here. And you see right out here where so let me do this. You see where that says 415, right?
Okay.
So that's where your other line would go right out this way for your other side, right?
Right.
And then all over here, you could put seats and stuff. Transportable seats. All through here. Okay?
I ain't got nothing against that. See, that's what I'm saying. Just add a few more seats to the mix.
Yeah, you could the football field would definitely work in that stadium. Now, the question is would they want it in that stadium? That's the main question you have to ask yourself. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying that, to me, that would be the most ideal place.
I mean, this place is the only place that they can be at. Yeah, right. Oakland was a multi-purpose stadium too, so yeah.
Yeah, hold on, Jared. Jared said something, so I'm going to pull something up. But that's what I thought.
What, converting the ballpark to a football field?
Oh, that's right. That's the Red Rock Canyon. That's right. That's a natural area with rock formations. You're right. My bad. No, when I said
that. Yeah, that's exactly what happened in Dallas, in Arlington.
Mm-hmm.
They converted the Rangers ballpark in Arlington to a football and soccer stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we went in 2020, when we went to that first game, we sat in what was left center field in the stadium.
Correct.
And they put some stands out there. And it's funny because when you walk below the stands, you can see the grass area where it used to be center field. And the area that we were sitting in was close to the area where Albert Pujols hit, I think, one or two of his 3 home runs in that World Series game.
Yes.
So we were in left center field sitting in those stands. So, yeah, it's possible. You can convert and I think you have enough time. You have between October and February.
Right.
Unless it takes a whole lot longer, because I don't even think it took that long. You know, they kind of took their time with it in Dallas because nobody was playing in the stadium anymore. They weren't playing in Choctaw anymore. They were getting Globe Life together. And yes, Andy, it is 360 feet long.
Hold on.
Zach saying, if all this talk about eventually getting rid of the dome is true, they need to build a replica of Busch Stadium too, just strictly for football. No, thank you. No, thank you. Good. And that's another thing. We got to get into these before we leave. We got to definitely mention about these quarterbacks and stuff.
Oh, I was off. My bad. You're right. What did I say? 300? I was saying
360.
Yeah, it's 360 and 160 feet wide.
I want to get to Andrew's question. Are these quarterbacks?
We talked about that last week a little
bit. We did. My thing is, if you have checked Mike Mitchell's stuff out, it says in there they have not been officially signed. They do have paperwork, but they have not been signed by the league or have been named as QB1.
Correct.
But it goes back to my sentiment of there should not be any assigned quarterbacks.
Well, no, because if all the rumors that they said last time with the 2020 was true with the assigned quarterbacks, especially the Matt McGloin thing, right? in St. Louis when he was sucking it up and they wanted to bring Luis Perez in. And Vince was like, no, I'm paying this guy the money. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got that situation again. I don't think, I mean, they've said it before that there's not going to be any assigned quarterbacks. But listen, there's no telling what with this league.
This is a totally different ownership. Listen.
You're right, it is, but still don't mean shit.
Right, and they still could go against the grain or whatever the ownership says and see what they did with Matt McGloin.
What's up, Wyatt?
What's up, Wyatt?
Well, look, I gotta tell you, dude, my throat is starting to kill me.
You ready to go ahead?
I'm gonna have to because I already drank all my hot water, and I can feel my throat. And as you can tell, I'm still starting. My cough is starting to come up more.
Yeah, it's starting to get nasty.
Like I said, I was in bed all week, and I didn't really talk to you that much at all.
Right. So you doing a hit tomorrow?
Aren't we doing Wednesday night?
I can't do it.
Oh, we can't do Wednesday night?
Not me. You can. If you choose to.
Wyatt, I am not feeling well. That's why we're ending the show a little early.
Yeah, we probably got to end it up a little earlier. But look, all I know is right now, I've seen the name Brandon Silvers come out.
Yep.
I've seen the name De'Aaron King come out. I've seen the name of Ryan Willis. Can that dude even stay healthy? And I get it. Y'all like close to home type stuff. But what does Ryan Willis give to St. Louis to make you say, hey, I want him as my quarterback?
Nothing. He likes Kansas.
What does Brandon Silvers give to you to say, hey, I want them as my quarterback?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Okay. Just checking.
Nothing.
Hey, but the name Brian Scott should mean something to you. Now that gets interesting. Yep. That gets interesting for sure.
That it does.
Don't get me wrong. I like Jordan Palmer. I want Jordan Palmer to work with quarterbacks. That's what he does. That is his MO. Okay. And so now I would like to see him work with more to see what could potentially be there. Because we're talking about 24 potential quarterbacks being on these squads. Right?
Correct.
So with that said, give me a little bit. I want to see a few more of these guys coming out and working with Jordan Palmer. Now, if it's just based with those 9 guys, it's gonna be interesting to see how those play out. Because again, my guy, Akil Glass, I haven't seen him yet, and I'm ready to see him go out there and show his stuff. You know, I know Vegas has an eye on him right now. They have no offensive coordinator, but the talk was that his offensive coordinator from Alabama A&M would be inserted into that role. That's the rumor, but we'll see what happens with that in store. Yeah, we about to wrap things up.
I gotta go take some more medicine.
All right, so you want me to just go ahead and close out the show?
I mean, if you want to keep going, go ahead. I mean, I'll stick on here.
I don't want you going down like that, man. You sounding horrible as you are right now, man. You
gotta get better. Power through. How it always works, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely, man. Hey,
hot water. Hot
water has been doing it for you, man.
Hot water.
Oh my gosh.
Water.
This is a good thing for St. Louis fans to hope for, is to get a good defense again.
Let's hope.
Yeah, you get to hope that at least Houston get that high octane offense. That could change now.
Exactly.
Because here in Houston we got a defensive guy now. So
who do you have? Wade
Phillips.
That's right, Wade Phillips.
Wade Phillips, baby.
I forgot about that guy.
That's right. Hey, don't do him wrong. He's a name. His name means something in Houston.
Hold on. At least your team name is not going to be the San Antonio Yellow Bellies.
All right, y'all. Hey,
I have to say about that.
Thank you so much for tuning in to this edition of the X-Man Show. We're gonna stop it off right here and make sure that you follow us. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. You can follow us on YouTube. You can even watch us on Twitter or Twitch. Deep fried battle chicken? Oh, okay. That's between you and him because they ain't got nothing to do with me anymore. Unfortunately. But hey, thanks again for you guys tuning in. Love seeing the audience here. Definitely want to see you guys come back again on Thursday. I'll be back at 11. Don't Dirty, it's up to you whether you want to do the show tomorrow night. I know they want to talk to you and talk trash. Hopefully something new comes out.
Hopefully.
If not, we'll see y'all Thursday.
Wait, hot water.
You're so stupid.
Hot water. What's up, what?
You are so dumb right now. It ain't even funny. No more.
Find us on all of our social media pages: Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all of that. Go and like and subscribe. What I
All
gotta
right,
say?
y'all.
Rock.
Get out of here.
Get your head out of the NFL's booty. Start liking your own team. Hashtag hot water. Hot water.
That's gonna be a new thing for the X-Man show. Hot water. All right, y'all. We'll catch y'all for another edition of the X-Man show right here on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube.
Hot water.
See you.